Right. It doesn't cost to remove. It's just remove a counter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the it has to be equipped in order to give equipped creature +2/+2.
All right.
But it's just target creature gets -1 minus.
Yeah,
1
I just
for
kind of
each
assumed
big
it was
counter.
like one remove a counter or
Yep.
something. Anyways. Yeah, I probably should have gotten it.
No, it's super great because it's one of those cards where like I destroy it and you're like, fine, then I'll just gain the life.
Yeah.
It's fine. And when I had Voral together, the best game was 56 counters on the Jit. That was 56 toughness worth of guys dead.
Yeah. I think what I need in this deck to like have a win condition is some sort of repeatable way to untap Voral. Because if I can get him out and then have him double something, it'll often be something to get me mana. And then if I can untap him,
Yeah, right, like the Everflowing Chalice or the
yep.
what have you. And Walking Ballista. Yeah. You gotta pay twice X to cast it, but once it's out, you can just put as many freaking counters, like you can just double the counters on it continuously and then throw infinite damage.
Speaking of Hydra,
You know, and against Prosper, it would be even better because I can't run Crows and Grip.
true.
I'm just a huge fan of whenever Prosper is just like, end of my turn, I get a removal spell off the top of my deck. So, you know it exists. I can only cast it until my next turn. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? For those of us who have seen Big Mouth.
I tried watching that. This one girl was like, oh man, I love this show. And it's like, I tried watching it. It's like, wow, this really recaptures the agonizing awkwardness of every moment of puberty.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and turn this off.
It is crazy accurate.
Yeah. I pitch a Kalonian Hydra. Like we were talking about. Necessary Hydra.
Yeah. It's the one that, like, gets bigger when it attacks.
Yep. I forget if it's just it or all creatures I control that are attacking. I might be wrong.
I rock that like Fractal Harness, too.
That's in here. Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, I think there's 2 Strixhaven Fractalers, and it's that and Body of Knowledge. Body of Research.
Artifact, creature, or land.
Cool, cool, cool. I lost. I go first.
Yes, sir.
I will play... Wait for it.
And a pitch Inferno Titan. And pick up a way too expensive card.
I will play this very real Bark Channel Pathway.
What?
As a Bark Channel. Yeah.
As a Bark Channel.
As opposed to, what's the other one? Tide Channel. The other side of it.
I think so.
It's like that. Go ahead.
I'll finish shuffling.
Sounds dumb. I wouldn't.
Nice. Temple of Malice. Lets me scry one. Your turn.
Take the turn. Draw the card. Let's see. Bark Channel. I will... Island. Wait for it. Wait for it. Illusionist Bracers. Go for it.
Nice. God, I love that card.
Yeah.
It's a mountain. And then, much like my good friend Adam, and Umezawa's Jit.
Nice.
Go ahead. Umezawa.
Goddamn. Alright. Forest. And, wait for it. Hang on.
Waiting.
Jiangyangu. Wild Crafter.
Cool.
Each creature I control with a +1/+1 counter on it can tap for a mana of any color. Comes with 3 loyalty.
That's awesome.
Go ahead. The only planeswalker in this deck.
What a draw.
But yeah, this deck has a lot of mana sinks
Rakdos Signet. Yeah, right. And like that's
and a couple of counters. So that's
perfect
all I
for
need.
that.
Yeah.
Your turn. Play a Rakdos Signet and instead of like something else this turn.
Draw. Shit. Immediately cry. Real quick, look up the price of my commander. Is that 1 green blue or 3 green blue?
One a green and a blue.
Sure, let's. Commander. Love a cast of him. And to go.
Smoldering Marsh. Enters play tap in the second control 2 or more basic lands. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. just double checking. Did you want to put a +1/+1
Nope.
counter on him? Okay.
All good.
All right. Prosper. And it's your turn.
Cool. That is the second best card.
I have to exile a card.
Fair enough.
It's a Grim Hireling.
Nice. This is the second best thing I could see, if not a land. Simic Ascendancy.
Nice.
Now
put a +1/+1 counter.
I mean, I need the mana bad enough that, yes, I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on this dude. Tight. As long as there's only one, I'm going to do this one. Oh, you got your Death Toucher out. Go ahead. Oh, you got a 1/4? I got a 1/4. Oh, you have Death Touch.
Yes, thank you.
You are infinite 4.
Thank you for noticing. Temple of the False God.
And Nubazawa's shit. Just in
Apparently,
case.
That card's gonna just love me today. Yeah, just in case, you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4 for a Grim Hireling, because it's the only other tiefling in the deck.
Cool.
Gets me a treasure. Pay 2 to equip my Umazawa's Jitte. 2 legit to quit.
Straight to me?
No, I'll swing at Jiang Yangbu.
See? Goes down to... And loyalty.
I get 2 counters on the Jit.
Oh, and also, any viewers, let us know if you can read that number.
Oh, shit.
Qua.
I was supposed to swing at you.
Go for it.
Yeah, you can have your counter back.
Hell yeah.
Cool. I go up to 3 treasures.
I take a damage, and wait for it, it is commander damage.
There may be something to prevent you from attacking me? What do you think?
What do you think?
I try not to. Nah, you can go.
That seems like good life advice.
I exile this Flame Tongue Kavu off the top of my deck.
Is that 4 when he comes in?
Yes, it is.
What an interesting... Oh, what a convenient number. Okay. Take my turn. Again.
This should have a counter on it. Because you put a +1/+1
Was that...
counter
Yeah,
on this
that,
guy.
it was late enough. You are correct. I don't have a special print-off to define that that's a growth counter, but that's fine. Cool. You are not a land.
Can you growth counters just be a fucking, like, dick?
Absolutely. And then I'll move it over to the Utzilith, so that this monolith has all these growth counters on it.
Love it.
I have a plan. And really, it is this one card.
Sea lands.
Go ahead. No, that was plan A. We're on plan B.
We've moved on from the seeing lands portion
Yeah.
of the plan.
And if we do see an island, I'm going to call that plan C.
Oh, God. You're a twofer?
That's right.
I'll play a Captain Lannery Storm.
Cool.
Whenever she attacks, I get a treasure. Whenever I sack a treasure, she gets +1/+0 until end of turn.
Strong.
Thank you.
Oh, you know, I should... Yeah.
And you're a thing.
2/5.
2/5. Perfect. I will give your guy -1/-1 until end of turn.
All right.
I will cast a Flame Tongue Kavu to throw 4 damage at her.
Makes a lot of sense. I will cry about it. Metaphorically, anyway.
Interesting.
That does disrupt my plan.
I played the thing, it gets me a treasure.
But the good news is I didn't waste a counter on Jiang Yangu. Not that he's long for this world anyway.
I will swing at you for 3, 4, 5, 6. When this attacks, it gets me a treasure.
Anyone go to him?
Nah.
Go to 33.
Guy hit you. I get 2 more treasures. Go up to 7 of them. Anything for to do? This gets 2 more counters on it. And it's your turn. This gets exiled. It's a Talisman of Indulgence.
Misty Rainforest. Tap, sack it, pay a life. Search from the library for probably an island or swamp, or is it just one? Forest or island? What?
Tropical Island.
Yeah. As they say.
It can be both.
That's true. That's
Things can do two things.
deep statements only on this channel.
It's a Brooklyn Nine-Nine reference.
Mm.
After all, things can do two things, right? It's not fair. You just said what I said. Back at me.
I'll search for Tanglepool Bridge and pay 2 life so I understand. No, I'm kidding. Throw out the battlefield, not even tapped, then shuffle.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's why fetch lands are so expensive.
It's true.
And my dual
Why they-
lands
yeah.
are even more expensive.
Fetch lands are expensive because they can hit your very expensive dual lands.
Yeah. You'll notice that the price increases the more a fetch land can hit.
Absolutely. You're just green right now. You're both cool. Land number 4. Yes. Go ahead. I gotta scoop this game. I'm gonna do 3 out of 5. I feel like this is just not going.
Yeah, I'll keep playing this deck. I don't mind.
Sweet.
I miss a land drop, but I mean, based on how you're
Can't
feeling,
imagine what that's like,
I'm
yeah.
not about to complain about it. Temple of the False God taps so that I can cast the Talisman. It gets me a treasure.
I should run more talismans.
I will sack 8 treasures.
8.
Captain Lannery Storm gets +8/+0 until end of turn.
Cool.
I will cast a Fevered Suspicion. Each opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. You may cast any number of those cards without paying their mana cost.
Land. Oh, here's all my... Ooh! These stay exiled?
It gets me a treasure. They stay exiled.
Cool.
Damn, your Yavimaya. Can I actually see that? I haven't seen the art about it. I've only actually heard tales of this card.
Well, my print off isn't really going to enlighten you about
Yeah,
the
no,
art.
this is... I really enjoy the lines that go right across it, as if the printer ran out of ink right around there.
Yeah.
Very... It's like a weird artistic expression.
Yeah. Can't believe Urborg existed before Yavimaya.
3, 4 for Advance's Blasting Cannons. It's like the 3rd spell that I've cast this turn, but I don't know if it triggers itself.
Absolutely. Wait.
It says whenever
Probably.
you cast your 3rd spell in a turn, you may transform Vance's Blasting Cannons.
That sounds... See, this is why I'm always wondering, when are abilities active?
Like, normally, I would be like, okay, yeah, that 100% works. But it triggers on cast,
Yeah.
and Vance's Blasting Cannons is not in play when you cast it.
Absolutely. Yeah, so
I
like,
don't think it does.
no rulings for this card. Well, let's go to
Wonderful.
Gatherer.
Are you sure this card exists?
No, it found it. Okay. Card rulings. Gatherer page. Thanks, phone. The world will never know.
I'm going to say it doesn't.
Fair enough.
Because, again, it is not in play when I cast it. 3, 7, 8. Plus...
10.
No, because I sacked the other treasure to cast that one. So that's 11.
Okay, 11.
So that's 19 altogether. And it gets me a treasure.
We go to 13.
And then we're just going to tap. That's way too much. I need a black and a red. I'll have one floating for a black market.
You know, in case anything dies.
And you can, yeah. This should have 2 more counters on it. Goes up to 5. This gets exiled. It's a mountain. It's your turn. This is like... Prosper has seen your Nyx Bloom Ancient more than you have in that deck.
Absolutely. Mystical Tutor. And that's a go.
Perfect. Oh shit, I hit you with my Grim Hireling, so I should have 3 treasures in play. You're really mystical tutoring?
Just for funsies.
Okay.
I'm not looking for anything in particular. It goes on top of my library, so go ahead.
Perfect. During my upkeep, exile cards until you hit a non-land card, I cast it.
Okay. Oh, then in that case. Wait for it. Sweet. I'll exile. Fuel for the cause.
What's
Counter
that do?
target spell, then proliferate. Why don't you have another counter on your Jit?
Specifically then? Because
Then proliferate.
I don't think... Because I don't counter a spell, I don't think I get to proliferate.
I think you're right.
So I will just take the one thing. Sorry. Play a... Oh, draw a card for the turn, obviously. Play a mountain from outside of the game. It gets me a treasure. So that's 1. Technically that didn't get cast.
No, if it... Oh, that?
No, your spell didn't get cast.
That's a good question. I
'Cause
wonder.
there was
Because I know
no
if it gets
target.
countered, it counts as being cast. But...
In anger.
Oh, let me counter that, so go straight to your graveyard.
If you tap a permanent for mana, it produces 3 times as much of that mana instead.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll float 6 colorless off of the temple.
Do it.
-1 is 5. Plus 6 is 11. 11 minus 4 is 7. And then a Varagoth, Blood Sky Sire. That's my 3rd spell that I've cast this turn. So advances, Blasting Cannon, flips. And becomes a Spitfire Bastion.
Cool.
Which will let me lightning bolt stuff. Your life total is 13.
Mm-hmm.
4, 7,
These are biggest.
8, 9, 10. Plus 5 is 15.
Snake form! Also, we have to draw a card.
Respond and give my commander +10/+10 until end of turn.
There you go.
Yay, Jit!
Yeah.
Game over.
5, 6, 6, 6.